I want to tell you about my mother. Not a big story.
No accident.
No secret. Just her day. The same day. Done again and again. For 28 years. Took me a long time to really see it. My mother wakes up before everyone else in the house. Before the alarm. Before the sun. Before the birds even start to sing outside our window. Nobody taught her to do this. She just always did it. She gets up quietly in the dark. She does not turn on the light right away. Her feet already know the way to the kitchen. 30 steps. She has walked them so many times she does not need to think about them anymore. She fills a small pot with water. She puts it on the stove. The small blue flame lights up the dark kitchen just a little. While the water boils, she stands there, just standing, looking out the small window at the dark sky. This is the only quiet time she has all day. Nobody awake yet. Nobody asking her for anything. Just her and the dark sky and the sound of water starting to boil. I did not know this quiet time existed for so many years. I only found out because I woke up early one day, by accident, to catch a train, and I saw her standing there, alone, in the dark, just breathing, just being still. She did not know I was watching. She wakes up my father next, a soft touch on his shoulder. 2 gentle words. Wake up. Then she wakes up my brother. Then me. She always wakes up in this order. Herself first. Then my father. Then the children. I never asked her why. But I think I understand now. She wanted to have a few minutes of the day that were only hers before the day belonged to everyone else. The kitchen in the morning is loud with small sounds. The sound of a spoon against a steel plate. The sound of oil hitting a hot pan. The sound of her voice, calling out names, one after another. Hurry up, you will be late for school. She makes breakfast for 4 people, for different plates. My father likes his tea strong. My brother does not eat vegetables in the morning, only fruit. I always wanted extra butter on my toast. She remembered all of this, every single day, without writing it down, without being told twice. She never sat down and ate with us in the morning. I did not notice this for many years. I noticed it only once, when I was maybe 15 years old. I finished my breakfast fast that day and went back to the kitchen to get water. And I saw her standing near the stove eating quickly, straight from the pan, in the 2 minutes before she had to pack our lunch boxes. She was eating standing up, alone, fast. Like eating was just one more small job to finish before the next one started. I asked her, Mom, why don't you eat with us? She smiled. She said, someone has to make sure everyone else eats first. I did not think about that answer again for many years. I think about it every single day now. After we left for school, she had her own work, cleaning, washing clothes by hand because for many years we did not have a washing machine, cleaning dishes, sweeping the floor, small jobs that nobody notices until they are not done. Nobody claps for a clean house. Nobody says thank you for clothes that are washed and folded and placed neatly in the cupboard. But every single day for years this work happened. Quietly, without anyone watching, without anyone saying good job. In the afternoon, if she had a little free time, she sat near the window with a small radio. Old songs playing softly. She never sang loudly, just very softly under her breath, while her hands were busy cutting vegetables for dinner. I remember this sound more than almost anything else from my childhood. Her soft humming, the radio, the sound of a knife cutting vegetables in a steady rhythm. I did not know back then that this small quiet hour was maybe the only rest she got all day. When we came home from school, she was always there. Always. I do not remember one single day in all my childhood coming home to an empty house. She would ask, "How was school?" I would say, "It was good." Short answer, not much detail, the way children often answer. But she would ask again gently, "Did anything special happen?" And slowly I would tell her more, about a friend, about a test, about something small that happened during the day. She listened to all of it, even the boring parts, even the parts one am sure were not very interesting to a grown woman who had her own tiring day. She listened like it mattered, because to her it did matter. My whole day, every small piece of it, mattered to her. In the evening she cooked again. Dinner this time. My father came home tired from work. She asked him about his day too, the same gentle way she asked me. She listened to him complain about his boss, about traffic, about small problems at the office. She rarely complained about her own day. I do not remember her ever saying, "My day was hard too." Even on days I am sure her back hurt from standing all day. Even on days I am sure she was tired in a way that had no name. She kept that inside, quietly, and she asked about everyone else's day instead. At night, after everyone else went to sleep, she was often still awake, sitting near a small lamp, sewing a button back onto a school shirt, or checking my brother's school bag to make sure his books were ready for tomorrow. Small jobs, late at night, when nobody was watching. I woke up once, very late, thirsty, and I saw her still sitting there, sewing quietly under the small lamp. The whole house dark and silent except for that one small light. I asked her, "Mom, why are you still awake? Please sleep." She said, "I am just finishing this small job." There was always one more small job. Every single night. I grew older. I moved to a different city for work. Our phone calls became short. "How are you, Mom?" "I am fine." Short answers. Both of us busy. Both of us thinking the conversation would continue tomorrow or next week, or whenever there was more time. I did not visit as often as I should have. I was busy with my own life, my own job, my own small problems that felt very big to me at the time. Then, 3 years ago, my mother got sick. Nothing too serious, but she had to rest completely for 1 month. The doctor said her body was simply tired. Not one illness, just tired. Years and years of never resting properly. Finally catching up with her all at once. I came home to take care of her for that 1 month. And for the first time in my whole life, I did her jobs. I woke up early to make her tea. I learned, for the first time that my father likes his tea very strong, almost bitter. I learned my brother still does not eat vegetables in the morning, even now at 25 years old. I stood in the kitchen and cooked, and halfway through, I understood something. This is hard. Not just physically hard. It is hard to remember everyone's small preferences. It is hard to listen carefully to everyone's day, every single day, for years without getting tired of listening. It is hard to eat standing up quickly so that everyone else can eat sitting down slowly. I did this for 1 month. She did this for 28 years. One evening during that month, I sat next to her bed. She was resting, feeling a little better that day. I said, "Mom, I was so busy. I did not call enough. I did not visit enough. I am sorry." She looked at me. She smiled the way she always smiled. Soft, patient, full of something I did not have a word for back then. She said, "You don't even know how important you are to me." I held her hand. I did not say anything for a while, because I finally understood something. All those years, all those small jobs, all those quiet mornings alone in the dark kitchen, all those meals eaten standing up, none of it was because she had to. It was because she chose to. Every single day, quietly, without asking for anything back. She is better now, fully recovered. Back to her same routine, though I make sure now that she rests a little more. I call her every single day now. Not short calls. Real calls. "How was your day, Mom?" And now I wait for her full answer. I listen to every small detail, even the boring parts, the way she always listened to mine. The first time I asked this and really waited for a long answer, she paused for a moment, surprised. Then she told me about her day in detail for almost 10 minutes. Small things, a neighbor, something she cooked, a show she watched on television. Small things, but I listened to every single word, because I finally understood. This is what love looked like all along. Not in big moments, not in big words, in a covered cup of tea, in eating standing up so someone else could sit, in asking about someone's day and actually waiting for the answer. I am telling you this story because somewhere in your life, there might be a mother like mine, someone who wakes up first and sleeps last. Someone who remembers exactly how you like your tea, but who nobody ever asks the same question back. Someone whose whole day is built quietly around making other people's days a little easier. If she is still with you, call her today. Not a short call. Ask about her day. And then wait. Really wait. Listen to the whole answer. You might learn, the way I did, that the most important stories in your life were never the big dramatic ones. They were hiding quietly inside the small ordinary days. The days nobody thought to write down, until it was almost too late to notice them.